Hello and welcome to Help a Zero Be a Hero. My name is Farzad and today I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the revolutionary idea behind this project. But before I do so, let me tell you a short story I heard from Muhammad Yunus, founder of the Grameen Bank, Nobel Prize winner and one of my many great teachers. He says, go into the forest, find the tallest tree, take the best seeds of this tree and plant them in a flower pot. What will you get? You will get a perfectly fine and healthy tree. But for the tree, it is impossible to grow over a certain size in a flower pot. Therefore, it just adapts to its environment and stops to grow. We call this tree a bonsai. The poorest in the world are also bonsai. And the following presentation is about the bonsai of the global middle class. We call them zeros. So now, let's just jump right to the point. The bottom axis represents the people. From 1 person on the left to 6.8 billion on the right. The left axis represents wealth. From some small change to a serious pile of money. This curve visualizes the relationship between the two axes. Just as an explanation, only very few people have a lot of money, while most people have very little. Money always finds its way from the bottom to the top. This bunch here represents my personal net worth. Yeah! Some of them have a little less and some of them a little more money. But generally speaking, most of my friends are global middle class. And this puts us somewhere around here in the graph. Now here's the reason why we do and must consider ourselves extremely privileged. This line marks a daily income of $2. Around 3.5 billion people around the world currently live below this line. And the current financial crisis is not exactly helping to solve our problem. It divides the global middle class, sending some to the left and most people to the right of their current position on the graph. To solve our global problems, we need to raise the standard of living of the poorest and to empower and strengthen them. We can do this through proven methods like education and microloans. The examples set by the Grameen Bank and others have already shown that millions of people can be empowered and lifted out of poverty through a simple yet revolutionary set of actions. But before we can effectively help others, we need to help and strengthen ourselves. And we can do so by applying the same principles that have already worked millionfold for the poorest. Education and money that allows us to grow. Because wherever we are today, that is only the starting point. Point zero for every single one of us. So, what do we do? First, we create a strong platform that builds around us and our needs, and focuses on making us strong, informed, and independent individuals. For that to happen, we need to unite, simply because together we are strong. This way, we can help the less fortunate in many more and even better ways. So, why does this platform have to be a country? This project seeks not only to spread education through a revolutionary method and to help finally overcome poverty in the world, but also to restore and secure your fundamental rights and freedoms, and to protect all of your interests, not only as a consumer, but also as a human being. A number of powerful and influential people and groups will dislike and fight this project and its core ideas and principles. Freedom, openness, peace, equality, collaboration, and a truly informed and participatory democratic system of governance. Governments around the world are right now, as you're watching this presentation, on a massive scale, cutting or systematically abolishing our fundamental rights and freedoms, like freedom of the press, freedom of information, right to privacy, religious freedom, and more, under various pretexts, like war on terror. A solid and lasting legal foundation that allows us to act from an independent base is therefore vital. Only having the legal status of a sovereign country will allow this to a sufficient extent and give us a voice that's heard around the globe. Next, we use this country or platform as a base to form a global consumer union and to build a lobby for those in need, an independent media center, a do-good brand, and an agency network that works for us and in our interests. This platform will also serve as a base to arrange various competitions, parties, and events. It will allow us to build a global database of charities committing to a high level of transparency. We will also build a market research database adherent to high principles of privacy. Many more modules are planned to be built upon this platform, but some questions remain unanswered. What are your ideas? What other modules does our platform need? And most importantly, how can we build this in a fun and playful way? Help a Zero Be a Hero offers some ideas how we can.